Hi everyone, welcome back to Harp and Guitar, People and Music, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey's Blues Gumbo. Of course, this is the show where we take strange or weird sounding blues words or phrases and try to figure out what the heck they're talking about. And today the term or the word that I wanted to discuss is cannonball. Now, this is something that more often than not you would have heard in pre-war blues, and more specifically, actually, the country or the rural blues, as opposed to as the blues migration was making its way north out of the Mississippi Delta or other rural areas in other states in the South and working its way up into St. Louis and Kansas City and Detroit and, of course, most notably Chicago. Uh, it's going to be a term that was used by a lot of acoustic blues players who maybe hoboed around from rural town or smaller city in the South from one to the other, and they would perform. And that's kind of how they made their living. Oftentimes they would follow the migrant farm workers from sort of the corn harvest or the cotton harvest or the tobacco harvest or sugar cane farms and that sort of thing. And the term cannonball actually refers to a train, the steam locomotive engines on a train. And you hear this a lot from guys like Booker White, for example, Booker Washington White, who's B.B. King's older cousin and a couple of generations earlier than B.B. King in his recording career. And he sang songs where the line would be, well, I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to catch me that old cannonball, meaning he was going to get up in the morning and hop a freight train and go from whatever town he happened to be in for that week or that weekend or even for that sort of harvest season per se, and before he moved on to the next town. And of course, they didn't go to the train station and buy a ticket and hop on the train and get in the passenger car. Now, normally they would hop the train illegally, right? They would do what's known as ride the blinds, which I've also made a video about. So look for that here on the Whiskey's Blues Gumbo playlist, Riding the Blinds. And basically, that's how they got around. The cars weren't a big thing necessarily yet. I mean, cars had by this time had been invented and they were being mass produced by the Ford Motor Company and other companies. But in rural areas, especially in the South, not everybody had a car. And oftentimes farmers didn't even bother buying a car right away. They still used horse and buggy or mule and buggy or mule and cart or whatever the case may be. So really the only way that you could get around at any rate of speed rather than trying to hitchhike a ride with somebody was to hop a train or catch that old cannonball. Now, the term, of course, cannonball, referring to a freight train, a steam locomotive train, was because it traveled in a straight line. For most part, railway tracks travel, the shortest distance is a straight line between 2 points, right? So, a lot of times the train tracks would go as straight a line as possible. So, boom, high rate of speed. And of course, the front end of a steam locomotive, when you're looking at it head on, is round like a spherical cannonball, and of course, more often than not, they were black like a cannonball. And much like the smoke that comes out of a cannon when you fire a cannonball, the steam coming out of the top of the steam locomotive or the steam engine was reminiscent of the smoke coming out of a cannon. So that's where you get the term cannonball. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to ride me that old cannonball. So there you have it. Another quick one here for Whiskey's Blues Gumbo. And on behalf of myself and my partner Monk Music, I want to thank you, as always, for popping in and joining us here. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. And of course, if you come across, as always, any strange or weird blues words or phrases in a song and you're not sure what they mean, drop us a line. Let us know. Be more than happy to look into it for you and make a video about it as well to cover it. So in the meantime, once again, thank you. Take care of yourself. Have a good day. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.